To talk about First Link Learning Series, Sean McFadden is in the studio with me, and he is the Education and Support Coordinator at the Alzheimer's Society of Lanark, Leeds, and Grenville. So let's find out a little bit more about this particular project. So Sean, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So the topic for this session is?
Well, it's called Options for Care. It's the third module of a series of 4 modules. So we're in the third one, and it basically is taking information progressively through it. So we're on the second last module.
And it's who would this be targeted towards? Like, is it for the caregiver or?
Definitely for the caregiver.
Okay.
So the caregiver of their loved one. Mm-hmm. And we're at that point where we're talking about their needs increasing. Caregiver and the person living with the dementia, their needs are increasing.
Okay.
And what do we need to set in place? How do we need to look a little bit into the future and prepare for what the next steps are?
Oh, that's a great. I like that idea. So it's not as scary going forward then, is it?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. So what is the date of the first one?
Well, the first one's going to be April 12th. So we're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that's set up that there is no register before date. If you're interested, just reach out to us.
Yes.
And away we go. It'll be covered over Zoom.
Okay.
So you can literally get the link and jump on.
So what time would these, is it 3 sessions? Will they be the same time?
Yes.
In particular days?
Yes, they're going to be on
Okay.
Tuesdays, starting at 10 to roughly 11:30.
And the second one would be on the 19th?
The 19th.
Which is?
Long-term care decisions. And what we're going to do is, when we're thinking about long-term care,
Yes.
there is a lot of angles. There's a lot of emotions. There's a lot of everything that's involved. And we want to help caregivers be able to complete the task of getting into the long-term care system.
Okay, so you're actually there and they're not having to do this on their own.
Exactly.
Wow.
I mean, lots of people do it on their own, but if they reach out and we are aware that they're out there, we can help with that.
Oh, that's really, really good, because that's a hard thing.
Totally.
It is. And I mean, having someone that you can talk to that understands the system, the situation, it really takes the burden off.
Oh, absolutely.
And a lot of stress.
And the folks that will be joining us on these sessions are relatively in the same place.
Okay.
So you'll have people that understand what you're saying. And that means an awful lot to caregivers. They don't feel they're the only ones dealing with it.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Similar things and sharing, as you're saying.
Yeah.
So what is the third session then?
Well, the third session is on April 26th. It's called Transitioning Care Roles.
Oh.
So again, we're preparing about long-term care, and when that day comes, how do we make that happen successfully? And once our loved one is living in long-term care, interacting with the care team. So basically that's the staff within the facility.
Right.
And they all wear different hats.
Yes.
And we will rely on them for different services as we go through the years to come. So we're learning how to interact with the care team.
Okay. So you and I spoke a while ago about a booklet that the Alzheimer's Society has, which is called?
The All About Me book.
That's where that would come in handy?
Absolutely. It's designed that you fill the book out. It's all about the good stuff about your loved one.
Yes.
And that book goes with your loved one to the long-term care setting. And it's a tool that the staff can use to get to know the person. And once they get to know the person, that means their interactions with that person will be so much more positive.
Meaningful.
Yes. And they'll be able to get their job done and be able to skip past things that could be problematic.
Okay. Oh, so someone who, for instance, likes to do puzzles at home, that would be something that would be in the booklet and could be of interest to some of the team, knowing that this person, likes to relax and sit near a puzzle and just
That's a great example. The person might not be able to communicate, I love to do puzzles.
Yes.
But it's in the book.
Yes.
The facility produces the puzzles, which they would have anyway. And we set the person up, and there's their morning or their afternoon leisure time, and they're enjoying themselves.
They're content. And it makes it easier all the way around.
Yep.
Yeah, just knowing a little bit about the person. So this booklet is just, it's invaluable, because as you say, each step that you go through,
Yes.
having Alzheimer's, dementia, that booklet is there, and it's helping everybody that's around you.
For sure.
Okay, so now you said that this is on Zoom.
It is, yeah.
I like that idea because, I mean, you can call in from anywhere or click on Zoom link
Yep.
from anywhere, and you're right there.
Once people register with the link that's provided on our little poster,
Yes.
they will get an email that says they're registered, and they will get the link that they click on.
Okay, so you don't have to admit them then. In some programs, you have to admit people. In this one, you don't have to. I mean,
Well, I
just-
didn't click that box,
Oh,
so I can see they're there and I let
Okay.
them in. But there's
Okay.
no. It's very easy.
It's easy to do.
Yeah.
And that's what you found in the first 2 sessions with people.
Yep.
And are you finding that the people that have been in the first and second session are coming to the third because they want to know more and more?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, they do. One follows the next as far as the
Yes.
information goes.
Yes.
And some caregivers want to know everything. You know,
Yes.
they want to prepare for the future. Some caregivers would say, no, I'm not really ready for that part yet. And the good part about that is we keep doing this education over and over again, starting at 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good.
And so those caregivers that skipped it before can join the next time.
Oh,
So
that's an
they won't
awesome
miss out
idea.
on anything.
Yeah. No, that's great because, I mean, as you say, they're in succession.
Yeah.
So it just makes sense that we all do not grasp things the same.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, I may skip one and then come back to it and
Yep.
next time you offer it. So that's a great thing. So they call the office to register?
That's probably the easiest thing to do. They'll have to receive the link. So I
Yes.
simply say, what's your email? And then I'll email you the link, which would be this little poster. And they get it, they click on it at home, and away we go. Very
Good.
simple.
It sounds very simple. Very simple indeed. So it's 10 a.m. to 11:30, so an hour and a half. Can people ask you questions as you're going along?
For sure.
Okay, no problem with that. So it's very interactive,
Very interactive.
and people can share the experiences that they have had if they had a loved one that was, you know, in the midst of it now.
Right. And we also have the option that we give people to connect with us after the fact.
Oh, good.
Some folks may not want to talk in a group setting about what
Exactly.
the issue is. So
Exactly.
we give them the opportunity to do a one-on-one later.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. Well, not only that, but Sean, what I find is that if you attend any session and anything, you're learning about something, but it mulls over in your mind, and a week later you could have a question for crying out loud and never thought of it at that time.
For sure.
So, I mean, to know that you're there and you can answer the questions is really great.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so does this mean that there is a fourth one and that we're going to see you into the future?
Yes, we'll connect again and talk about the fourth module. And
Okay.
it simply is talking about the later stages of a person living with dementia and what they go through and what caregivers need to be aware of.
Yes, yes. No, so it's not all unexpected that because everybody's a little bit different, right? And,
Absolutely.
And, you know what my loved one may be going through, your loved one may not.
Yep.
So once again, the dates are Tuesday, April the 12th, the 19th, and the 26th, and it's 10 to 11:30. And Sean, telephone number at the office at the Alzheimer's,
613
Yes.
345 7392.
and email address.
It's on the bottom of the poster here.
Yes.
It's S. McFadden at alzllg.ca.
And it's McFadden, MC, not MAC, not Mac. It's a
Right.
Mick. All righty. Thank you ever so much, and look forward to talking to you next time about the next series that's coming up. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.